Hey everyone, Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at the AWE 0FG side exit exhaust system with the diamond black tips, fitting 2019 and newer 5.3 liter Silverado and Sierra 1500s without the factory dual exhaust. If you're looking for a high quality, absolutely no holds barred exhaust setup for your Silverado or Sierra, you can stop right here. AFE's 0FG exhaust is a great option that integrates extremely well, gives you the performance and the quality that you're after. Plus, it absolutely sounds amazing. We're giving this one a strong 4 out of 5 on our loudness meter, and as you heard from the clips at the start of the video, it earns every bit of that. This is a great sounding system, and if you took note of the name 0FG, I think that gives a pretty good summary of what this exhaust is all about. Now, I've said it plenty of times here, making a small block Chevy sound good is sometimes as simple as just running a set of dumps right out of the headers. But if you want that great sound and volume in a package that is something that you can live with every day, AFE has got you covered with this 0FG system. As you already heard, this really wakes up the 5.3. It's boisterous, it's full of character, and it's a whole different world than your stock exhaust. It's got that deep burbly idle like a muscle car, and since this system only has this one resonator and not a muffler, you hear all of it. I still swear that I can just about hear every individual cylinder firing and idle. I know that's not exactly accurate, but it kind of sounds that way. Either way you slice it, it's a really cool sound, and it's something that you don't find in other exhaust systems. It's just got a ton of character to it, the volume is right, it's loud, but it doesn't grate on you. Even inside the cabin, it is more than tolerable. Yes, it is going to be quite a bit louder than your stock setup, but as you heard from the clips, it's still perfectly acceptable for daily use. The tone here is very pleasant, and thanks to AWE's 180 technology, you don't get any drone. Now, inside of this resonator here, there are specifically designed ports that are going to allow exhaust gases to move through and realign 180 degrees out of phase with other frequencies, thus canceling out drone and giving you the sound that you're after. It's a clever trick that addresses the root cause of drone, leaving you with that great sound and a slick piece of engineering. And you may be able to hear it. This has got quite a bit of resonance to it, but it sounds like a nice bell tolling. There's no weird whoop whoop or any kind of dissonant frequencies, even just from me tapping on it. Now, of course, too, we have to talk about the tips. Now, this setup is designed for trucks that come from the factory without the dual exhaust. And while this will exit in the same location as your stock exhaust, just behind the passenger side rear wheel, instead of the plain old single tip, you get these slick diamond black dual tips. So these are gonna sit kind of staggered like that, and it gives your truck just a touch of added flair. Plus, the black is a really nice touch that matches nicely with any build, but especially one that's going for that all blacked out look. It gives the truck a nice dose of character and attitude to match that cool sound. It's a great look, and it's just different enough to catch the eye of even casual passers-by. But the moment you start it up, they're definitely gonna know you got something going on. Construction here is also a highlight, as it is with all of AWE's systems. You get 3-inch, 0.65-inch thick T304L stainless steel tubing. Now, this is a full bolt-on system, and you even have the ability to adjust where these tips sit, so you can get it aligned exactly as you want. Now, those tips are 5 inches in diameter, and they have that diamond black finish over a double wall slash cut construction. Now, this kit can also come with the option of a chrome tip and different layouts, such as a dual exit rear exhaust. So if you want to go that route instead, we do have those available on our site as well. They're going to be pretty much the same, save for how they exit and what they look like on your truck. Pricing comes in at around $1,400, which does put it towards the top end of the spectrum. Now, this is a premium option given that construction and all the engineering that's baked in here. Yes, you're paying a lot of money, but you're getting a lot here as well. And if you want a really solid setup that sounds absolutely fantastic, you got to be willing to shell out for it. Installation gets a 2 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should take you around 2 hours to complete. Now, this isn't going to require any modification to your truck or to the system itself, so this is a bolt-on setup that comes with everything you need to get it installed on your truck. With that, let's head out to the shop and we'll walk you through the process.
Tools required for this install include an impact gun, an exhaust hanger remover tool, an extension, 13 and 16 millimeter sockets, and the included Allen wrench. What's up, guys? Today we're installing an exhaust on our Silverado. First, we're gonna watch a quick uninstall video showing you how to remove your factory exhaust, and then I'll meet you right back here for the install.
First step of the uninstall here, of course, get your truck up in the air and properly supported either on jack stands or on a lift like we have it here. I have pole jacks supporting it at the end and the middle of the exhaust, and when we start unbolting it, we have some support. Grab your 13 millimeter socket. We're gonna loosen up this bolt, holding the clamp next to our catalytic converter. All right, next step, we're gonna grab our hanger removal tool and we're gonna pop out our hangers from our isolators. Now it's a good idea to grab WD-40 or PB Blaster or something similar to lubricate both sides of this to make life easier. There's a couple of these we'll have to remove along the exhaust. A hanger removal tool is definitely gonna come in handy here. Now on the side of our muffler closest to the rear of the vehicle, we have two hangers. And you can see I have my pole jack here because once these two come off, this is gonna start to drop down a little bit and we want that support there. I'm gonna grab my hanger tool and pop these guys off. Last hanger before the entire exhaust is free in one piece is right above our tailpipe. And there you have it. Now we can grab a helping hand, or if you can do this yourself, you can pull the whole exhaust off in one piece.
So the first thing we're gonna do is install our front pipe. So we're gonna get our flange up to the flange on our factory exhaust, and then we're gonna reuse our factory clamp at the front to tighten it down. So now we can raise this up into place and also get our hanger into our isolator. And then I'm gonna slide our factory clamp over that flange. Now we'll take our 13mm socket and tighten down our clamp. Next we can install our muffler pipe. So I'm gonna take one of our clamps, slide it over the edge there. I've got a pole jack back here to support the weight of the back of the muffler pipe. So we'll slide that up here and then make our connection. And then I'm gonna grab a 16mm socket to tighten down the clamp. Now, depending on your cabin bed configuration, you might have to use an extension pipe here. Now, we have a short bed, so we're not gonna have to use this on ours. So we can go to the next pipe, which is gonna be our over axle pipe. So I'm gonna get these two rods into our isolators first. Start with the longer one, and then the shorter. And then we'll grab one of our clamps, slide that over the end. We're gonna have to lower the pole jack a little bit. And then we'll slide that into place. And now we'll come back to our clamp, grab the 16mm socket and tighten it down. And then with that tightened down, we can remove our pole jack. Next we can install our tailpipe. So I'm gonna take a clamp and slide it over that over axle pipe. And then we can get our tailpipe, slide it over that pipe, and then get it up into our factory isolator. And then we can slide this clamp into place. And then we'll take that same 16mm socket to tighten it down. Next we can install this little splitter pipe for our tips. So once again, we'll take a clamp, get that over the edge, and then slide our pipe on. And then we'll get our clamp in place and take a 16mm socket to tighten it down. Now lastly, we can install our tips. I'm gonna have this logo facing up. Slide a clamp on, slide the tip on. And we'll grab that 16mm socket again. Tighten down our clamp. And now we can do that same thing for our second tip. Now these are slanted, so I like to line up the shorter side with the longer side of the front one here. But you can install these however you'd like. And then one more time with the 16mm socket, tighten down the clamp. Now lastly, we can install our two hanger clamps. These are gonna go on the over axle pipe here. We're going to slide these onto the end of the hangers. This is going to help to keep the exhaust aligned. And then we'll take the included Allen wrench to tighten these down. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the AWE Zero FG dual exhaust system with quad diamond black tips, side exit for your 2019 and newer 5.3 liter Silverado 1500 without factory dual exhaust. Thank you for watching, and for all things Silverado, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.